Hi folks, we're going to convert this 2007 Club Car DS A-frame from the old school lead acid batteries to a nice lithium upgrade. Alright folks, everything is out of the boxes, laid out for you. You've got the battery template, instructions, parts manual, so you know what parts you're supposed to have, an invoice. That is the bracket for the A-frame mount on the 2007 Club Car DS with your battery charger, your gauge with your cord, your charger port and extension cord, and your 12-volt converter. The next step, folks, is I'm going to take this 2007 Club Car DS with the A-frame. We're going to mark these lead acid battery connections so I know which one's positive and negative and go to the motor. Also going to mark those 12-volt converter wires down here in the back so I know what's hooked up for the headlights and the directionals and everything. Once I've got everything all out, I'll hose down the frame, get everything nice and clean. I have something fresh to start with. Follow along. As you can see, folks, once you get the batteries out, it's not pretty. Let's bring it outside, hose it all off, clean it all up. I'll be back. Next step will be removing the fuse box so I can move it, remove the 12-volt converter, and also going to remove that charge port so I can go with the new one. Next, we're going to install the charge port using 3 of the 4 screws supplied. These screws will screw directly into the backing plate, the support behind it. This is the battery charge port, all screwed in, nice and straight. Next step is to lay out the battery, how I want it sitting in there in the template. These are those 10 1/8 by 15 1/8 pressure treated plywood I painted black, just to fill the void where the open holes were. At this point I can mount my charger and my 12-volt converter over there, and the customer can put a little cooler on this other side if they want or something. The preferred mounting for this DS Club Cart is right in the center. There's bosses provided in the bracket for holes that are already in the frame to go right through. Alright folks, that is a heavy battery. I put a fender cover on the cart to protect it. Let's pull the template out. Slide this bad dog in. Look at that, dropped right in. Isn't that nice? Mounting for the Bedrock battery to the bracket is done with 5/16 18 bolts, 2 on each side according to this template and the way it lines up with the bracket. The next step we've got to do is mount the battery charger in the cart. I also like to lay the battery charger and the 12-volt converter or whatever fuse boxes you have, lay them out, know where your harness is going to lay before you put stuff in. That way you can make it for a cleaner installation. So this is where I chose to mount the 12-volt converter and the charger. I've been playing around with the cords for a little while, trying to get them folded just right so I don't show a lot of excess cord. It just looks like a sloppy install when you do. Next harness I have to run will be the 12-volt converter harness, where the orange wire goes all the way up front to the ignition switch. Once again folks, I like to keep things as neat and short as possible. I chose to cut the eyelets off of this 12-volt converter harness. I have plenty of eyelets in stock. I'm going to shorten these wires to the actual length I need, make them cleaner, neater. I'll take the labels they have and I'll slide them all the way down the wires for future reference for somebody. Right now I'm going to run this orange wire all the way up the cart and up to the ignition switch. While I'm running the orange wire from the 12-volt converter up front to the ignition switch, I'm also going to run the gauge harness up along the same route, and I'll run it right up to the front of where that ignition switch is. I plan on putting a 2-inch hole right in the warning sticker. I brought my display wire and the orange wire down this harness underneath the car, followed the original harness route, and came up over here and plugged right into the battery here. Now I'm going to drill a 2-inch hole in this plate to mount the gauge. And I can button all this back up. Alright folks, there's the orange wire run from back inside there all the way underneath the cart. It's also the gauge harness you're looking at there. I drilled a 2-inch hole in the middle of the plate. I'm going to file the burr down a little bit and we're going to put that gauge in there. And I'll button all this up. Now that the charge gauge is mounted up in the dash, we'll come back up here and we'll slide this back into place. Just like that. Now that I've mounted the charger, the 12-volt converter, and the customer's fuse box where I liked it, I shortened all the wires, zip tied up all the extra stuff. What I have left here is power and ground to the battery charger, and then I have power and ground to the 12-volt converter. These are ones that I shortened, and I moved down the label so everybody would know what they were. I have the charger display plug right here. I ran that along this factory harness. I have the battery power and battery negative left to put on. Once I'm done those, I'll put a couple more zip ties on and check things out. After all the loose wires were all buttoned up, wrapped up nice and neat, that's the finished product. From the 12-volt converter, I ran the ground up to the ground bar, and from there, it ran out to all the accessories. And that's a whole nother area for a customer to put a cooler when they go golfing. After a 100% charge, this is the finished product. Clean, simple, organized. Thank you, Bedrock.